Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 7, the final day of the first anniversary fest, and it's kind of a sad thing, you know. It's been fun. I've had a lot of good times here these past couple of weeks, but all good things must come to an end. And with that, we're gonna start off with 7,550 sneaky snacking. We're gonna pick up only 99 sleep points, which does make sense. I went to bed very late last night because we had a little too much fun playing Elden Ring. Well, fun and rage, but you know, that's a different story. But we got 5,232 total sleep points, and for our daily lottery, we can grab hopefully something nice. 1 biscuit, that is what we need. And actually, as a reminder, while we're here, let's go ahead and maybe. I mean, sub-skill seeds are very rare for free to play, but I don't know that I want to drop 1,500 diamonds just for some sub-skills, for a sub-skill seed. So I'm going to go with the growth incense. I think that's going to help me more in the long run. I can be patient and catch good Pokemon rather than relying on sub-skill seeds to make them good. This is not a competitive game. It's not like we need to rush to do a raid, so I can be patient. And we're gonna jump into our sleep report, and hopefully we're gonna get snoozing. I feel like I slept pretty well last night. I woke up feeling pretty refreshed. Oh, session 365. Our last session of the first full year of me playing the game. Keep in mind, I didn't start on anniversary date, obviously. I started about a week later, so this is my last session of my first full year. All right, well, maybe that's a good thing. But anyway, I feel like I slept pretty well. I woke up pretty refreshed. Usually that means snoozing. There's a huge chunk of slumbering there. 48% snoozing. That looks pretty good. That might be balanced, but that looks pretty... It is balanced. That is unfortunate. I was hoping for the snoozing to skew it towards Fuecoco, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and what it is going to be a bunch of drowsy power. We're about to get a bunch. Yeah, 75.3 million. Not bad at all. A couple of 3 stars and a top belly, a couple of 2 stars and a few 1 stars. All in all, not too bad. Not too bad. There's on a top belly Totodile. Is that new? That is not new. I also see a Jigglypuff, which I don't want. But what else do we got? We've got Fuecoco. All right, are we gonna have another double alligator day? We do have a new sleep style though. 2 Jigglypuffs, a Sudowoodo, Totodile, Squirtle, Psyduck, Fuecoco, and what else do we have? Possibly the 4-star Fuecoco sleep. That would be nice. That would be real nice. But that's not the thing because I am dumb. And the 4-star is a top belly, and we already know it's Totodile. So, smooth brain moment. Big ol' smooth brain. Come on, where are you? Am I just missing it? Oh, I bet you're hidden somewhere. Where are you hiding? Not behind the balloons. Hiding up here somewhere? Or am I just blind? I might just be blind. 7 out of 8. Oh, I just skipped right over it. I'm just a big idiot. Oh man, my smooth brain is on full display today. Okay, well, I feel like I slept great, but apparently my brain is not awake entirely. All right, well, that was embarrassing. All right, let's move on. We got all the sleep styles for Primeape. All right. Anyway, who's hungry? Not Fuecoco? Nope. Come on, buddy. Come on. You know you want to come home with me. We might take that Squirtle home just for the funsies. But maybe not. We probably should wait until tomorrow because we do have one more sleep research that could have us some good Fuecoco stuff. So we're gonna hold off. We're not gonna use biscuits on Squirtle just yet. Want to save what little bit I do have. Come on, buddy, work with me here. Work with me. Yes, we have gotten very lucky that these Fuecoco have not gotten full too fast. So that's good. Well, it is very good. All right. So Fuecoco, as much as I want to try to catch that Totodile, I don't want to spend the biscuits on it right now since we only have 7. I'm debating spending a great biscuit or 2. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think we've got time to be patient because we do still have Water Week before Suicune comes out. So I think we'll be patient. Water Week will hopefully help us get the Totodile we need. And we don't know what new Pokemon we're going to get for Water Week. So that'll be interesting. Cool, a lot of candy. I don't know why I'm scrolling through there. I usually don't do that unless I have a reason. But anyway, we've got about 12,000. Ooh, yeah, 12,700, 800 Dream Shards today. Very, very nice. All right, buddy, it's up to you. Our beautiful little new Fuecoco, level 15 in Calm is not good. I don't think Calm is good at all. We have just had so much bad luck with Fuecoco. Come on, buddy. Triple apples? Oh. Nope, this is one of the worst things we can get. Of course you have helping bonus. Yep, helping bonus and inventory up M. Inventory up L, ingredient finder. Helping bonus is very nice, but it's not gonna save you, I don't think. Speed of help down. Nope. Nope. Not gonna help at all. Well, this is new. They changed this overnight. I didn't catch that. So now if I click on 100, oh, you can select the individual levels you want to calculate. That's interesting. I don't want to calculate 55 because I don't care about 55. It's not a breakpoint for anything. The only reason it's there is because it's the current level cap. And here shortly, 60 will be the level cap. So that's all I really care about. Actually, we're not even gonna rate 75 to 100. And really what we're gonna do, because this is not going to be a Fuecoco at level 60. I don't know how I did that. We're gonna go ahead and rate it as a Skeledirge on ingredient strength. And we're gonna see, but it's not gonna be good, I can tell you that. Oh, this graph looks way different now too. Oh, whoa, what is this faster? Oh, it's animated now as it runs through the calculations. Yo, I like that. That's a nice little visual touch. It seemed so much faster. Either that or I was distracted by the animation that made it seem faster. I don't know, but I like it. I like what we saw. How is this so high? How is this a 76? I mean, yeah, even with just raw strength of the ingredients, how is it that high? This does not seem like it should be that good. Oh, helping bonus, that's why. That's why. Because helping bonus is weird and highly favored by all calculators. So that's why. Yeah, this is not accurate. But I get that we don't really have a good way to calculate for helping bonus in any of the calculators. I understand why it is the way it is, but I gotta keep that in mind when you're calculating a helping bonus Pokemon, that it is not 100% accurate. I think this is probably closer to a 30, 40. I mean, helping bonus is very nice, but without all the other stuff that it needs, we're never gonna put it on the team. So if it's never on the team, then helping bonus is only a 5% buff. So that's worse than helping speed S, which I believe is 7% if I remember correctly. So it's not going to be exactly accurate either, but I think it would be closer to accurate if we calculate it this way with helping speed S. Just because it is 7%, but it's a lot closer to 5 than 25. So I think this is more accurate, yeah. So far around PR 40. I do like this little animation of it moving up and down, like, oh, maybe, no, they're here, maybe, no, there, maybe, I don't know. I like it. I like this little animation. It's nice. Yeah, PR40. That sounds more accurate. That sounds more accurate based on what we're looking at here. It will get better at 75, but that's a long way to go. And it's just not worth it. So unfortunately, another Fuecoco for the professor. Well, we tried. There's always tomorrow. We got one more day. I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna go ahead and just recalculate that so y'all can see what I've been talking about. Man, I need to get better about that. I move things around and now I forget to move this thing over. But anyway, it's animated. The graph is animated as it moves up and down and runs through the calculations, and I like it. Also, this is what I was talking about, where this is different. I think that's what happened, is I got distracted by this and forgot to click the button to move over. Anyway, you can select exactly which levels you want it to actually put in the calculation. So why click on 55 when it's almost always the exact same number and rating as 50? And it's only there because it's the current level cap. So I just deselected that, selected 60. Because when you select a new Pokemon, ER40, just to show, blah, blah, blah. When you select a Pokemon, let's just go to Crocolore. Crocolore? I don't know how to pronounce that. That's a weird one. Anyway, the default, level 1 through 55. Deselect 55, select 60. You could select 75 and 100 if you want. I like this. This is a nice little touch. So you can get it exactly the levels you want. If you only care about 30 and 60 for whatever reason, you can select just those. If you only care about the sub-skill levels, you can select just those. Or if you only want 10, 50, and 100, you can do that too. I like it. More ability to customize our calculations will help people when figuring out specific problems and experimenting with things to figure out exactly how good something may or may not be. So I like having all these new options. Anyway, I like, ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. I like that you see it count up and down here too. It's so, oh yeah, everything's changed. Bro, it's so animated and I'm loving it. I'm loving all this stuff. Anyway, let me stop fangirling and we're gonna move on. I'm actually meant to be on this screen now. So we got another little bit of sneaky snacking. Ooh, do we have new news? It's just a medal. No new news, but we do have a new medal. I was really looking forward to that news. 240 water type Pokemon studied. That is going to be another 20 diamonds, which makes me feel a little bit better about spending 600 just now. So that's good. Well, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to check our community reports. There's going to be, how many? 44 of them. All right, nice. 44 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 that doubled up. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Now we can go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. Today is Sunday, so we are going to make a decent breakfast. But we need to collect ingredients first. We have what we need for Calm Mind fruit salad. Spaced on the name for a moment. I was wanting to say Dream Eater butter curry. That is definitely not correct. All right. Yeah, we're going to leave everybody on the team. I'm not going to change anybody out. So we can go ahead and collect from Gardevoir, get that skill trigger. Gardevoir actually putting in some work yesterday, triggered 5 or 6 times when I don't need it. Soybeans and oran berries. It's funny that I haven't really been trying to push the ranks and yet still have made it to Master 10 without really trying on Cyan, but I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Like I said, I wasn't trying to do it. Well, just here we are. Oh yeah, I know how it happened because I got another extra tasty for dinner last night. I think I've gotten like 7 extra tasties now this week. 6 or 7. It's been a lot. And watch, I'm probably gonna get extra tasty right here too. It would not at all surprise me. So let's find out. Level bonus plus 84%. That's not bad. If this goes extra tasty, it's gonna be so good. Go figure. I jinxed it. If I hadn't said anything, it would have been extra tasty, and then we'd be looking at 100K. All right, 49,936. Not bad. That should put us at Master 11, I think. Based on where we were before, I think that'll be Master 11. But let's see. Yeah, just barely, but it was Master 11. All right. Cool. Is that our record? Surely not. Surely we didn't set a record without trying. We set a record without trying. Area bonus is 50%. Almost maxed out, which means I'm probably not going to come back to Cyan for a little while. We're probably, if I was a betting man, I'd say we're coming back to Cyan Beach during Water Week. So I'm not going to come back here for a while, I don't think. But we'll just have to wait and see how things go. For now, we need to do our mini candy boost before I forget about it again. Because apparently, not that big a deal with all the other stuff in my brain. How far can we get you now? Can we get you to... Not quite. I was curious if we could get to 41. I didn't think we could, but I wanted to see. We're very close, though. I have a feeling that we're for sure gonna have one more good sleep day in between now and Suicune, but this guy's not really gonna help us with the Suicune event because we are gonna be pushing for desserts. I just feel like desserts is more complementary to Oran berries, given my really good Blastoise. Both of them that are pretty decent. Well, one of them really good, the other one pretty decent if need be. And if we can roll the right berries, I think it would work out. But yeah, this one probably won't help us for Suicune, but it will be very good in the meantime. And just in general, this one will be a pretty good one for herbs. Once we get to level 60, maybe not so much, but up until then, it will serve us very well. Plus, dragon berries are actually really strong, so having those with a berry finder and getting plenty of herbs, we're doing pretty good. But we can go ahead and send that new Fuecoco to the professor while I'm here and thinking about it. Sorry, buddy, you did not live up to the hype. We were rooting for you, but it just didn't work out. Did not work out this time. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. All right. Well, did you get another skill trigger? No, just corn. Okay, cool. All right. Well, kind of a slower day for the final day of the final full day of the first anniversary festival. But not bad. Our final dream gift, Sprigatito incense. That makes sense. All right, well, no more dream gifts. We've gotten them all, right? Yep. All the dream gifts collected. Let's go back and take a look at them real fast. 5 small handy candies, 500 sleep points, 1 Quaxley incense, 10,000 dream shards, 5 small water type candies, 200 diamonds. Very nice little bonus right there. 5 small fire type candies, 5 small grass type candies, 300 diamonds. So in total, 500 free diamonds. Fuecoco incense, 7 small ingredient tickets, 15,000 dream shards, 2 medium ingredient tickets, and a Sprigatito incense. All in all, for stuff they were giving us for free, just for logging into the game and clicking on the box, these are very good rewards. Could they have been better? Sure, but I think at that point we're just being greedy. For what it is, I'm very happy with what they gave us. The sleep points, I mean, 5 days worth of full sleep points. That one is probably the most lackluster of them all, but again, I'm just being nitpicky at that point. It's free sleep points. That's a good sleep day, not full moon bonus. So I think it's fine. I am perfectly happy with all of these. They all will be very helpful. So solid A+ for me on these, maybe A++ on these. I mean, the first anniversary fest as a whole has been pretty good, particularly the first week, but I'm a bit biased on that one because that was the week that I caught all the good stuff, and then week 2 I've caught like what, 1 maybe 2 good Pokemon all week. So I'm a bit biased on that. Mini candy boost, that's always a good thing when it comes around. I just forgot about it, so Whoops. The limited time missions, they were all pretty easy. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on if I want more challenging event missions. Like, not all of them to be more challenging. I'd like most of them to be pretty achievable, especially for new players, but maybe 1 or 2 that are a little more challenging, like, hey, get to master 6 or 7. Not nearly impossible, but something that not every player is going to hit, just to have a little bit of a prestige, but also maybe a better item. Like, hey, if you hit master 6, here's a sub-skill seed or something like that. Maybe we need to bump it up to master 8 or 9, but just giving players who are a little bit farther along something a little nicer for hitting those higher missions. And I get that it's supposed to be newcomer friendly. That's fine. I'm not saying that we should get rid of the easy challenges. There definitely need to be easy challenges, but it would be nice to have some that are a little tougher, and maybe give a little bit better of a reward. Maybe seeds are a little too good of a reward. Maybe it could be like 10 small handy candies, or 5 medium handy candies. I don't know. I'm throwing out random stuff, whatever comes to mind, but you get the idea. Something a little bit better of a reward for something that's a little harder to complete. I think that would be really nice, and that's for all the event mission, or all of the events, not just the anniversary festival. I'm not going to hold it against the anniversary festival, because that's something they could implement later. And the first anniversary fest, I'm sure, brought in a lot of new players. So having the missions be easier to accomplish is a good thing for the first anniversary fest. Just, I would like to see more challenging ones in the future. That's all. Having the bonuses that we did, I liked that we could actually do the event on whatever island we wanted to, at least for the second week. That's a really good thing. I want them to bring that back with more events in the future, because a lot of us have already maxed out our area bonus at Greengrass. So that kind of feels like a waste, but also it's super easy to do everything on Greengrass when you have maximum area bonus. So I'd like to be able to go wherever to hunt whatever Pokemon we want while doing the event, and not be stuck with this massive spawn pool that just makes it difficult to find what you're looking for. I think the only reason we did well last week is because of the increased spawn rates, but the increased spawn rates seem to be increased more than events in the past. And that's a good thing. I'm happy with that. But I think that's the only reason we found as many Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley as we did. It just felt like they actually increased the spawn rates rather than like, it's a little higher. It felt like it was a significantly higher amount. So I liked that. That was good. Being able to go to whatever map we want is also good. What other bonuses did we get? The research XP multiplied by 1.5 for the entire time. That's a good thing. That helps a lot of players bump up their research XP and get into the higher ranks. For me, it was nice because I got more dream shards. So that was good. Pseudo balance sleep, always a good thing for the events. We always like that. It does help when we try to, as we have in the past few weeks, tried to hunt Delibird or Totodile or whatever the case may be, and just cannot get that sleep type that we need. So pseudo balanced is nice. I always like that. The dream gifts we've already discussed, very good. Let's see what else we got. Week 1, we guaranteed 1 hungry. That's always fun. Always a nice thing. Main skill rates multiplied by 1.5. That's nice. And then certain Pokemon, yeah, the greater spawn rate. So that was good too. I feel like the main skill triggers, it was nice that we had it, but just kind of seemed like a random bonus, but not bad. It was kind of a neutral thing, but I mean, it did help keep our teams energized for people that run healer throughout the day. So that was good, except for the fact that Gardevoir only triggered once that first day with a 1.5, and Flareon was not helping me at all with a 1.5 that on one of those days too. But that's an RNG problem, not an event problem. Week 2, let's see, we had the number of candies gained through sleep research multiplied by 1.5. That's good, especially with a Cramomatic possibly coming back around in the future. It's good that we could build up some candies, but also getting more candies to use on these newer Pokemon, also a very good thing. So that was really nice. Final strength gains from dishes, which is why we set a record, multiplied by 1.5. I always like that. It does make it easier to get through the ranks, but you know, if you're trying to keep your rank low, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But typically I'm not really trying to suppress my ranks in the events, only on off weeks where I'm hunting something very specific and I'm trying to hit a very specific window of ranks. So that's not really a bad thing. We like it, especially if we want to push for a record. So that's good. And then increased spawn rates and the mini candy boost, which is always good. But like I said, I forgot about it. So all in all, the first anniversary festival, I'm happy with it. It's a very good first showing. I don't think that we should be too harsh. It's their first time around. Maybe next year's anniversary fest will be a much bigger event, but for what this was and being the first one, I'm very happy with it. Overall, I'd say it's an A+. There were a couple of things that could be a little bit better, but it's all very minor things. So nothing that I would really be like, oh yeah, this has to be fixed. It's just like, yeah, it could be better if we did this or if we did that. But all in all, A+, final rating, happy, 10 out of 10, would do it again, you know, that kind of thing. So very happy with the first anniversary fest. And with that, all we've got left is tomorrow's final first anniversary fest research, where hopefully we can get a good one of you. I desperately need it for them apples, because my apple supplies are, well, my apple gathering is not great. It's just not. It is what it is, and it is not good. So hopefully we can get a good Fuecoco tomorrow, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that's my thoughts on the first anniversary fest, and I'm gonna leave you guys with that. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. Big shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster, Illusion, JP, and Waite. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel and get some extra perks like getting early access to the videos and some other things like a shout out in the video, click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, go ahead and click the link to the Discord in our description box. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep and other video games. And other than that, y'all have a great night. Hope your first anniversary fest went well. And until next time, later, dudes.